Why did God place cherubim at Eden's gate? KJV mystery revealed. After Adam and Eve sinned, God did something shocking. He didn't just send them out of Eden. He placed supernatural beings at the entrance, cherubim and a flaming sword. Why guard a garden that man could no longer enter? What was God protecting? And more importantly, what was he preventing? The moment after the fall, everything changed in one moment. KJV, Genesis 3:6-7. Sin enters. Eyes opened, innocence lost. God's response to sin. God didn't ignore sin. He responded immediately. Genesis 3:23. Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden. The expulsion from Eden. Man lost access to something priceless. Perfect environment. Direct fellowship with God. The placement of cherubim. Then comes one of the most mysterious verses in the Bible. Genesis 3:24. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims and a flaming sword. What are cherubim? These are not ordinary angels. KJV. References: Ezekiel 10:1-5, Exodus 25:18-20. Description: close to God's presence. Guardians of holiness, cherubim and God's glory. Wherever God's glory appears, cherubim are nearby. The flaming sword. This is not just a weapon, it is a warning. Genesis 3:24. A flaming sword which turned every way. Why guard the tree of life? God himself reveals the reason. Genesis 3:22. Lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. Preventing eternal sin. What if man had eaten from the tree in a fallen state? Eternal corruption, no redemption possible. Mercy in judgment. This act was not cruelty, it was mercy. Blocking eternal damnation in sin, the holiness of God. Sin cannot exist in God's presence. Habakkuk 1:13. Thou art of purer eyes than to behold evil. Separation from God. Eden represents something deeper. Lost fellowship, spiritual separation, the east gate symbolism. Why the east side? Biblical patterns of eastward movement after sin. Access denied. The way back is blocked. Humanity cannot return by effort. Pattern of guarding holiness. This wasn't the last time cherubim guarded access. Exodus 26:31. Veil in the tabernacle. Cherubim embroidered, the tabernacle connection. The same pattern appears again. Holy of Holies guarded, the Ark of the Covenant. Exodus 25:18-22. Cherubim over mercy seat, God dwells between cherubim. Psalm 99:1. He sitteth between the cherubims. The barrier between God and man. There is always a barrier, because of sin. Jesus Christ opens the way. What cherubim guarded, Jesus restored. John 14:6. I am the way. The veil torn, the barrier was broken. Matthew 27:51. Veil torn, access restored. Hebrews 10:19-20. Boldness to enter tree of life returns. What was lost in Eden returns in eternity. Revelation 22:2. No more guarding needed. No cherubim blocking the way anymore, because sin is removed. The final restoration. Revelation 21:4. No curse, the lesson of Eden. This story is not just history, it is a warning. Sin still separates. Isaiah 59:2. Your iniquities have separated. God still calls, even after expulsion. God calls man back. Are you outside or inside? Are you still outside Eden? Spiritually, the way back is open, but not forever. Cherubim once stood, blocking the way. A flaming sword, turning every direction, warning mankind. You cannot return, the same way you left. But now, the way is open. The question is, will you enter while you still can? This mystery is deeper than you think. Most people miss this detail. This changes how you see Eden. God was not being harsh, he was being merciful. This connects Genesis to Revelation. The Bible reveals a hidden pattern.